I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Since it sounds from one of your previous videos, you generally affirm the Nicene Creed, how do you interpret the phrase one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, especially the Apostolic part? Thank you. Well, you're welcome. Per the question, generally accept. Now let me tell you the beautiful thing about the Nicene Creed. The Nicene Creed in the early 4th century was a collaboration of theologians and church leaders that affirmed and supported Jesus Christ as being completely and always God. Now, that might be new to you, not the concept, but the disagreement or the discussion of. But in the first 300 years of what we know as Christianity, the number one theological discussion, the big fight we had was Jesus completely God, always and forever, or was there a time he was not and was a created being? That was the big debate, okay? And the Nicene Creed brought that together and emphatically declared that Jesus has always been and will always be God. That's why I love the Nicene Creed. Now, per this specific question, once you get to the last two paragraphs of the Nicene Creed, that's where I deviate. Why? Per this question, it does state we believe in one holy apostolic church. Obviously, that communicates apostolic succession and all that comes with that. When you get to the last paragraph, it also says we believe in baptism for the remission of sins. So when you get to the end of the Nicene Creed, it advocates what we might call apostolic succession, and it advocates what we might call baptismal regeneration, of which I disagree with both and I think can biblically support it. However, the first 4 paragraphs are pretty good because it affirms the person of Jesus. Now, let me bring this all together. That's one of the things I love about being a Baptist, is Baptists are not creedal people. We're biblical. The Nicene Creed is not found in the Bible. It is a statement of faith that affirms some things that are biblical, and I would argue some things that are not. And so I'm leery of creeds because creeds can at times become either equal to or supersede the scriptural message when the Bible obviously should reign supreme. So generally speaking, Nicene Creed's beautiful because it affirms Jesus as the Bible says he is God. But there's some struggles with one holy apostolic church and baptism for the remission of sins, which is why I am not creedal, nor do I affirm what we might call the reciting or the reading of creeds of any kind in any public service. Great question. If you have one, send it to askjeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at askjeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.